What's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Ron. This is the best channel that nobody watches except a few special people like yourselves. Today, we have our first match in Imperators Cup Season 1, which is a tournament for 1100 AD made by the 1100 AD team. Let's go ahead and see what's what. It's gonna be actually like 3 of the modding team's personnel in this match. It's gonna be Bokgb and ROMA against Xenon and Starsmil. Bokgb is working on the mod. I don't know exactly what he does, which I should probably do, but yeah, whatever. Starsmil, I think it's his mod. It's the lead modder, and Xenon is I believe is their historian. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure they will correct me on that on Discord. Anyway, let's jump into it. Let's see. Bokgb plays as the county of Sicily, ROMA, Jerusalem, Holy Roman Empire, and Makuria. Okay, very interesting. Let's watch the replay. Oh my god. Interesting faction to try to play as. He has one elephant. I'm guessing that's the general, the elephant. And then for probably shock troops. We're gonna check all the troops out. We're gonna check out all the compositions. There's certain rules that you have to follow. Only 8 melee infantries are allowed in a match. Only a couple of longbows, or one longbow, I think, 2 crossbows, and 4 archer type units in total. Okay, let's go ahead and start with... I thought I couldn't see them. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Because ROMA and... This is them, right? Yes. ROMA and Bokgb are more tightly connected, while these guys are spreading out. I wonder what's the play here. It's probably... Yeah. Starsmil's objective here is probably to hold the line while... the other player, Xenon, is gonna be aggressive on the flanks, and you can see this by the setup, I think, where this is a more defensive setup here. You have the 2 cavalry to defend, you have 2 spears, and what's this, skirmisher? Yeah, skirmishers can hit hard. We didn't see any skirmishers in the previous 1100 AD tournament, if I remember correctly. I was wondering if somebody will choose them. Like, I intended to play in the tournament as well, but I just couldn't. I don't have time. Too much on my plate. But I was thinking of skirmishers, and it's gonna be interesting to see how he uses them. Now, they are very good. I have a suspicion he put them on the flank because Starsmil put them on the flank because usually on the flank there's cavalry, and skirmishers are very good against cavalry. Anyway, let's have a quick look on the lineup. So this is Bokgb. We have 5 cavalry. You can have up to 6 together with the general. But he puts them on the flank here. Heavy melee. Okay, are they all the same? Norman sergeants. Okay, they're all the same. You see, this is sometimes confusing in... Why is the cam shaking? This is sometimes confusing in 1100 AD because they're melee cavalry, but they have spears. It is what it is. The Norman archers, and I'm guessing these guys are gonna be armored archers. Lombard longbows. Okay, so 3 archers and 1 longbow, which you can see the range is 220. I hope. Yeah, let me just make sure my camera doesn't cover anything. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Then let's see. ROMA has no skirmishers. Very interesting. He invested only into cavalry, melee, and spears. Very interesting. Yeah, let's. So we got heavy. You can only have 4 heavy melee or very heavy melee infantry, I think, or yeah, something like that. Very heavy melee. You can only have 4. Now Bog chose to spread it out, have only one but have more heavies. Let's see, I want to see very heavy. Let's see the difference between the troops. Yeah, these guys look like they're ready to party. They look like they took their pre-workout before leg workout, you know. So you have the cavalry on the flank, yeah. The cavalry in the center, in front of the line, is super interesting here. I wonder what's the strategy with that, and of course the spears on the flanks for defensive purposes. From ROMA. This is a long map. I mean, long. I mean, it's relative. Long is a relative term. But we have defensive spears on the flank here. I'm curious. Okay, we have Crusader infantry, Hospitaller, very heavy. Okay, we have the 3 very heavy, 4. Yeah. We have the Crusader infantry and this half. Yeah, this is a hard hitting army. The thing is, though, it is deceiving because there's only 90 of them. Usually the elite Jerusalem troops, if I remember correctly, but I remember from the previous tournament as well, and usually the elite troops are lesser in number, like the Varangian Guard is the same. I think they're also like 90, if I remember correctly. So you have to use them well, otherwise it's just a massive money pit. Okay, we have that here. Let's go ahead and see what Creator has to say for himself. Yeah, this is a defensive setup here. Heavy spears, that's super obvious. Which makes sense, considering that I'm guessing the setup here is so that he has to hold the line. And then the other player maybe plays a little bit more aggressively. We have 2 heavy spears. Okay, another heavy spear. And then we have the rest of the melee. I wonder how many. You cannot have a lot of very heavy, because that's gonna be expensive, right? Yeah, no very heavy, only heavy. And 1 melee, yeah. These guys all the same, armored? No. Let's see. So Imperial Sergeants. And armored Germanic swords. And then in the back here, we have axes. What's the charge on these guys? 40, okay. Shock troop. Which makes sense, like this is a very strong defense here on the flank. I see, yeah, it's similar actually, now that I think of it. It's a similar setup on both flanks, with the exception of the skirmisher here and the cavalry, so that's obviously a more defensive position. Let's go ahead and see what Xenon has to say. Very interesting choice for a faction. Hello? He has 3 longbows. You're not allowed. Are you allowed to have longbows? 3 longbows? I think the rule was 2. But by the principle of like if you don't respect the rules but you still lose the fight, I think that it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I guess, but let me just write something on Discord quickly. Just so I don't forget. Anyway, maybe they didn't lose. I don't know. We'll see what's what. Don't want to spoil anything. We have light spear behind the medium axe. Okay, and I'm guessing in the center it's gonna be heavy boys. Yeah, let's check out these troops. Man, they look good. Yeah, they look awesome. And even the axe, yeah, axe warriors. Cool, like, cool, very cool. I mean, it's funny. It's a little bit funny that they're bare feet and they have all that armor on the top, but yeah, it is what it is. Again, you see melee, cavalry. Those shields look badass. But what spears in hands? Anyway, so I'm very curious to see how this one goes. The strategy behind it. I like this setup. It's interesting. It's something different, but it is very risky because, like, I don't know if they planned it this way. Because if I check the edges of the map, yeah, okay. So it's not like one is way further than the other. Maybe these guys are just far to the left. And together. So let's go ahead and see what's what. Okay, from the get-go, super aggressive. From these guys. Oh, we didn't check out the cavalry, did we? We have 3 types of cavalry. Let's see. We have the Templar Knights. Melee bad boys. The Hospitallers. These guys are... Yeah, and then we have the Crusader Heavy Cavalry. Now, if I'm in their spot, I immediately attack this player. It's gonna buy you some... Well, it's not gonna buy you anything, but he's a little bit opened for fun. And you can see Bok is pulling his cavalry defensively. Okay, and he's going fast now. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Xenon is sending his cavalry up front, probably to discourage these boys are being very aggressive here, because then they leave this flank open. Okay, things slow down a little bit. This is probably a diversion. Yeah, he's gonna turn back, of course. Makes sense, just so that he makes those archers uncomfortable. But I see he advances slowly here. So I think my original thought still stands, that this guy, Xenon, is supposed to be the damage dealer on the flank. Starsmil is gonna try to what you might call it, bait the enemy into attacking. We have a massive cavalry charge here from the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Absolutely devastating shock. Charge. And it's quite interesting that he chooses to use his, like, this is like something that I always want to do in my campaigns, or you see in the movies, like charge with the cavalry up front, but I never really do it because they're so valuable that, my god, they went through the, oh wow. That charge was fucking devastating. Now he will have trouble with recuperating his horses, but he went through the infantry line and just wrecked some of the the archers as well. Which, was it worth it? Well, I don't know. I think Starsmil is in a world of trouble now, because these guys are a strong melee line. Let me just pause this. A strong melee line, and he just got wrecked by his cavalry, by the other player's cavalry. And where is his cavalry? It's in the center, defending, together with one of his allies. So yeah, this is gonna be tough for Starsmil. While on the flank, these guys are posing. They're trying to find each other. The problem for Xenon is that the more he waits, the higher the chances of Romka beating Starsmil here and then flanking him. We're gonna call him Xenon the Cheater, because he has 3 longbows. I'm sure he will appreciate that. Guys, and also if you want to see the face cam disappear, just let me know. I don't know, it's fun to wear this shit on my head and have a face cam. It's different, you know. It's different from other Total War. Now I want to pause this here a little bit because there's a lot of action. I want to see this, but before that, so the main infantry lines have clinched up here. Unfortunately, I didn't see how much damage these guys did. 14, that's pretty good. If it's cavalry, then 14 is pretty good. But now they're getting hit a little bit by whatever's left of the cavalry. Oh, my dogs are outside. They're saying, they're saluting the neighbors in the morning. I'm sure it's a delight for my neighbors. Anyway, you don't care about that. So they've engaged here. Now, Starsmil still has his cavalry, so he can still flank the enemy. It's just a matter of if his main lines will hold. I guess we're gonna see. Here, Bok is trying to flank. He's falling back now, but he's gonna probably get caught a little bit. Yeah, with spears, with everything else. While the main lines are engaging. The spears here are gonna have a lot of trouble holding up to the swords. The elephants are charging in the center. Oh, they're getting shot to shreds. They're not gonna last very long. He finally manages to pull back the horses, which I think he got distracted a little bit maybe. Ooh, take this horse, charge it. You have an opening here. I know it's maybe hard to see, but he's also charging the longbows, which is a very good. Oh yeah, he charged it now. The timing is a little bit off now. He would have had a golden opportunity there, but of course you cannot control everything everywhere all at once. The archers are doing damage. They're not disturbed by anything. Let us see what's going on the other side. Yeah, it's a rough time here for the Holy Roman Empire, aka the Made in China Roman Empire. But it's not up yet, and there's still stuff to be done here. Obviously this is very overwhelming here, and he's gonna lose this. On the flanks though, he is in trouble, and he can, like, this is what I said, that he can use the flanks now to charge the center. Cavalry is charging the... Yeah, this is gonna be painful. He managed to charge the rear of Xenon's right line. He finally manages to do something about those archers, because they were doing quite a lot of damage. But the center is starting to give up. Now the flank is also giving up for Romka, but I think the center is pretty strong. Bok did a good job in keeping his cavalry numbers up. He's losing the center. He's losing his archers. But he still has a lot of his cavalry. And now he's gonna charge the enemy general. Yeah, the Romans are giving up. Understandably so. Like that was super interesting. Like the way Romka played here with the Kingdom of Jerusalem, just smashing into the main line and then following it up with the melee, it was pretty awesome. No two ways about it. And the charge was so impressive that he reached a couple of the archers, right? which is like massive because it cancels any advantage that Starsmil had in the beginning anyway of the match. Looks like each player is gonna win his own side, so there's not gonna be help from your allies. Well, somebody's eating a carrot. Again, the cavalry is still doing a good job here for Bok. Yeah, this is interesting now because yeah, Romka doesn't have a lot left. I mean, these guys are heavy hitters, but actually Starsmil looks like he's gonna take this. Quite impressive. And he's also sending reinforcements to his ally, but it's a little bit too late. It's a little bit too late, not much left to be done here. It's actually interesting to see what's gonna happen here. This is interesting. But on the other side, Bok is winning, so this is crazy. But I mean, he is full medium melee, heavy melee, heavy melee, heavy melee. Granted, these guys are probably more tired and their numbers are lower. So Starsmil is doing an excellent job in keeping Bok on that side of the map while he tries to finish off what's left here. These guys are just sitting ducks now. Romka's probably busy on other sides of the map, like here for example. Ooh, is Xenon? Yeah, he's holding up very well, considering how one-sided, I mean not one-sided, but it looked like at one point in time that Bok is gonna run away with it, the Sicilian player is gonna run away with it, but this cavalry here, it took up 3 of Bok's cavalrymen, and it does an excellent job in helping his teammate. This is super interesting because this is what it comes down to here between these two players. And now he can send extra cavalry over. But it looks like the Maori, or what faction was this, are starting to give up, and then that's gonna be a problem for Starsmil. He lost the cavalry here as well. Of course, he took out 2 out of the 3 cavalrymen that he was fighting. The longbowmen, I don't know how much. Yeah, they killed. They have 20 frags. I don't know if that's good enough. These guys are on 6, so but they are the weaker ones here. I want to see the skirmishers. The skirmishers killed. No, this is the bow militia. Okay. I'm curious to see how much the. I don't know if we're gonna get a graph of that, but how much the skirmishers did. In the beginning, like there was what? Was it 12 or 20? I can't remember. Or 14. Either way, like they did that damage on the cavalry, so that's worth more than its numbers, you know. Okay, looks like actually Starsmil beat Romka on his flank. That was interesting, because at one point in time it looked the other way around. He did a good job, and now it's down to Starsmil and Bok, the Sicilian player and the fake Roman player. Which shame on you for playing with the whole Roman Empire, by the way. Yeah, Starsmil I think did a good job in bringing it back. After that devastating cavalry charge, he did a good job in recuperating and then beating his opponent. Now it's a one-on-one. Let's see what we got here. We have very little left. These guys are probably as tired as they can be, exhausted. And oh, the boys, you know, they're still fresh, but they're running at the same pace, which is kind of annoying if you are the skirmish player. Exhausted, and then these guys are fresh. They run, but like look at the distance. It's maybe getting bigger, I don't know. But not really. I mean, of course he's doing zigzags, so that might cost him. Like, I just want to see this. It's not getting that much bigger. So that must be annoying if you're the fake Roman player. Now, Bok is taking the initiative here. This guy is still fresh! What kind of a pre-workout is he taking, guys? I mean, how can you be fresh and run like that? Those helmets are fucking heavy. Anyway, come on, grow up. Yes, so he's gonna charge the bows. He chooses to, yeah, dude, he has too much here. He's gonna do a lot of damage to these horses. He changes his mind, probably understandably so. I think it would have been better off if he would have charged these guys together with the spear, but of course, it's hard to make the right decision every single time. Okay, now the distance has grown on those guys. This is gonna be rough. These horses need to hold until the spears come here. That's the ideal scenario, but unfortunately it's not gonna happen because they were getting shot to shreds. They probably hit some of their own as well. The numbers on the archers are pretty good. Like 65 is pretty solid. So now Bok has complete control over the battlefield, and it's a very tough spot to be in if you are the fake Roman player. But you kind of deserve it if you play with the Holy Roman Empire. I love shit talking, guys, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. Probably that's why I don't have a lot of friends, but that's okay. That's okay. I am what I am. Now, still has a lot of damage to do on those cavalrymen, and these are all but evaporated. So even in this spot, like, yeah, heads down. Although playing with the fake Roman, Starsmil did an excellent job here and beating his opponent, and then doing good things against his other opponent. Now this is gonna be rough. Like, what's that? 57. I don't know. The quick math says that it's like 105 against more. 110. So the archer number is quite the same. Norman archers, but he has a longbow, and then yeah. Ooh, those longbows are gonna get hit. That's a tough spot to be in. He's probably sacrificing these guys to get a better chance with the others. Maybe he doesn't have ammo left or something. But the problem is that he's gonna get charged now. Bok has a massive advantage with the fact that he still has the cavalry. Now he can catch them here, but the timing is just off, unfortunately for him. Yeah, he probably should have done that move faster with the spears. And then it's kind of game over. If these guys have ammo left, then it's rough. It's rough. Yeah, and that's that. This was an awesome match. Like, it had a couple of twists there. Yeah, great match. I enjoyed it. Winner is Romka and Bok. They play best of 3s, so there's at least one more match between these guys coming up. Stay tuned, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, stay safe, stay clean, and never play as the Holy Roman Empire.